see, I'm not the one driving today. Mainly because we went and hunted in a storm last night. So the idea was that we would catch maybe whatever would move in between storms, and we sat through it. But it ended up storming so bad that when I drove, I nearly got stuck. My truck is 2-wheel drive, not 4. It's paid for. I can't justify getting a whole new truck just because it's not 4-wheel drive. So anyways, we're in Kyle's truck. He's driving tonight. We're gonna go ahead and head out, see what happens. Try and get Kyle on a pig. He has yet to harvest anything here with me, so it's time. So I'm gonna say pest control. It's really the best way of looking at it. Coons, anything like that. We're heading out to the blind. We're gonna get out here, get everything baited up, get ready to go, and hopefully we have something to show y'all in a bit. So go ahead and got all that done. Get up here, get everything unloaded. And as y'all can see, it's just nasty. But I think it's gonna be a really, really good night to hunt. All this fog, everything else. As you can see, it's not really set in here, which is great. But if it does, be good. Got green lights, night vision, got everything we need. Alright guys, well, I forgot my camera lights like a dummy, and Kyle's literally holding my cell phone light to give me light for this. So y'all get the idea, it's getting dark pretty quick, so we're gonna get set up, get everything running, and hopefully I'll be checking in with you once we have a boar on the ground. So I'll catch up with you then. Well guys, that was our trip. It actually ended up being a really good night of hunting like I was anticipating. The worst part of it is the fog set in and we ended up having to spotlight with our IR illuminators for one another because we couldn't see well enough. So Kyle actually had a little bit of a reach outside of the blind and could put the light directly where I needed it. I did the same for him. And that's why the shots were a little off on our pigs. Mine crashed probably about 10 yards into the woods. I left the sound effects out of everything after the shot because YouTube's pretty picky about that. And I don't want to get shut down before we're even really have gotten started. And Kyle's was about the same. So as thick as the fog was, it made the shots a little bit more difficult, so we went for an area that we knew we could hit. Now, typically, yes, I could hit behind the ear and be perfectly fine, but this pigs had some pretty big old necks, and it was easier to shoot, and it was more defined through our scopes. So it was just a better shot placement all in all. So anyways, the pigs crashed. We actually got all the coons off and out. The 3 that were taken out were actually ones that have been tearing up the corn at the feeder, so actually ended up helping me out a lot. So it was a good night to hunt. Wasn't really predicting that much movement, but I'll take it. So anyways, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode, and I'll catch you on the next one.